Hello, good friends, and welcome to another episode of Global Tarot Circle. My name's Christiana. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and this is our monthly virtual tarot meetup that we have been doing in one form or another since like 2010, 2011, something like that. And so I am so proud of this and so happy to welcome you. So we have a very specific format. And to be fair, we have changed something significant in that the format was developed when we were streaming in one single place, and now we are multi-streaming. So we're still using the same format, but it does get a little more confusing. I will do my best to limit that confusion. So here's what happens. For the first half of our time together, we'll be here for an hour. So for the first 30 minutes, we do readings. And this is an opportunity for you to get a reading, but it's also an opportunity for you to practice readings in what is objectively a difficult context. What will happen is I'll read the question aloud, I will pull one card and give my interpretation. If you would like to do the reading, you'll put the name of the person you're reading for, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. Now, if you're on YouTube horizontal, where most people are right this minute, no problem. You've asked your question, you hear the answer from me, you can scroll down and read the rest of your answer given to you by members in our village. If you happen to be in a different place, if you happen to be, let's say, over on Twitch or Instagram, I will do your reading, and if other people read for you, I will read their answers aloud. That's how that's going to work. So good to see everyone, and I see people coming into the room right now. Bean of the Fields, Barbie Bird, Peggy Lou. So happy to see you all, and thank you so much for being members of our channel. RSDSS, so good to see you. Hang out for a while, my friend. I brought something to show you later on. Let's go over to Card Cam, and let me show you this. I found it and took it off the shelf to see if you might be here. So we'll be talking about some interesting tarot decks in the second half of the program. 30 minutes in, we switch from readings to tarot study and conversation about tarot. So for right now, if you have a question for a reading, get that question in. And in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be asking you for questions about tarot, divination, psychic stuff, any of that. And you can get those questions in then. Okay. How do I pronounce your name? New on Twitch, and so happy for you to be here. Appalul? Is that a way to say it? Tell me if I should say it a different way. Welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. We're new on Twitch too. When we started multi-streaming from YouTube, we started on Twitch, and it's so happy I said it right, and your name is Amanda. Fabulous, fabulous. You are in the queue, and for the sake of ease, I'm going to start out with you. Well, let me ask you, before I do that, do you have a specific question? You're in the queue. If you have a specific question, let me know. If you just want a general, let me know that. And as soon as I see that come up, I will take care of it. All right. RSDSS, I was hoping you would say that. You'll show this to the Starseed person who was there as well. Okay, and Amanda on Twitch wants a general. So everyone, wherever you are, if you have your tarot deck and you want to do this reading, you can go ahead and put it in the chat wherever you are, and I will read it aloud for Amanda on Twitch. Okay, so it's a one-card general reading. At Amanda, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, if you'd like to do this. Knight of Swords reversed, Amanda. Right now, things may not be going as quickly or as smoothly as you would like. And there may be some issues either within yourself or with others trying to figure out what is true and what is BS. Take your time to figure it out. This may be a question about your own direction and where you want to go. It may be a question about something else going on around you. But to correct things that you're not happy with, you must take your time and you must figure out what is or is not true. All right, so welcome everyone, wherever you happen to be. And our tradition here is that you would let us know where in the world you are and what deck you're working with, and I will read that aloud as well. Leisha, thanks for liking the stream over on Facebook. Being in the Fields, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. So Amanda over on Twitch, Being at the Fields, pulled a card for you. And the card she pulled was King of Swords. And that's interesting because I pulled for you the Knight of Swords reversed. So there's a connection there. And what she has to say is you need to be looking for clarity. Astro Ascension, so good to see you. And it was great to see you on Sunday. Glad you're here. Thanks for being a member. Also reading for Amanda on Twitch. King of Cups, you are at a point of emotional stability and maturity, also showing compassion. Beautiful. Beautiful. So RSDSS, could the Knight of Swords traditionally mean lack of focus? Only if it's reversed. Difficulty in studying if you're a student. If it's reversed, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. TJ and GA for Amanda. 8 of Pentacles. Day-to-day may seem on repeat, but enjoy attention to detail and add your creativity to bring magic to the mundane. And also for Amanda, 10 of Swords. Don't let things get in the way to hold you back from what you want. Oh, okay. And Amanda comes back and says, I'm currently working on healing and figuring out when to let myself open up to be vulnerable again. Makes a lot of sense. All righty. So let's just look at some introductions real quick. Smile Soul 20, good to see you. You're using Golden Girls Tarot, and you have the first question on YouTube. Christina, good to see you. Also, thanks for being a member. Westchester, Pennsylvania, using Earthwoman Tarot. I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, my goodness. Wendy Robeson, good to see you, using Tarot of Sweet Twilight. And let's see, Astro Ascension, you're using Celestial Tarot. I always, when I think about that deck now, I always think about you. And Terry Rosario, good to see you, using Rackham Tarot. I'm not even familiar with that. And Serviceman 1, good to see you. In South Carolina, using Alan Scott Tarot, another deck I'm not familiar with. And I'll do more introductions as we get through. Good to see everyone. And Bean of the Fields notices that for Amanda on Twitch, all of the cards kind of weave together beautifully, and that is indeed very true. So how fabulous is that? Okay, we're going to do Smile Soul 20 right now. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being a member. Easy question. What does the universe want me to know? If you would like to do this reading, at Smile Soul 20, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. Smile Soul 20. 8 of Cups reversed. There may be ways in the past that you have felt abandoned. Maybe you're feeling maybe you're feeling that now. You know, maybe you're not feeling the support that you would like to feel. It may be that healing from abandonment of the past is the missing thing for you, that's something you need to do, to look at where you have been, where you have felt abandoned, and how you can heal. If you'd like to do that reading, at Smile Soul 20, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, Suspicious username, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Welcome to Global Tarot Circle. Let us know if you have a question. All right. Up next, and again, if you want to do that reading at SmileSoul20, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Up next, we have Christina. Also, what does the universe want me to know? And I won't, if you're on YouTube, I'm not going to read them aloud because you can read them too. If you're on YouTube horizontal, and that's where the readings are coming in, you can read them. So, Christina, what does the universe want me to know? And if you would like to do this reading at Christina, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, Queen of Swords, the universe wants you to know that you know what's up. You know what's up. You know what's going on. You can be comfortable in your own truth and not feel like you need to correct others, but recognize that you know what's up. Horse-drawn portrait, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you'd like a card today. It's Global Tarot Circle. All right. Mix you ear, you're up next. Thank you for being a member. And let me just get you to where you need to be here. Hang on one second. All right. Hang on a minute. Give me 1 second. Here we are. Okay, mix you ear. Okay, this is about Greta the kitty. Greta's tummy troubles are back now, and the vet wants to run tests. So this is a double question to do with one card. Not easy. We'll do what we can. Okay, there's two things that Mixture would like to know. Will tests find whatever's going on, number one? And number two, will Mixuir have enough money for it? Now, you know my policy. If it's about pets, I will break format. I don't want the rest of you to break format, though. I'm going to do 2 cards for this. You pick the question, whether it's will they find something and or will Mixuir be able to afford it? Do the reading. Tag Mixuir, at Mixuir, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. I will do both questions. Okay, first, there is no guarantee that the tests will find the problem. Maybe yes, maybe no. And yes, you would find a way to afford it. Yes, yes. So, yeah, there it is. All right. Suspicious username on Twitch. So, people who are on Twitch, this is easy for you. People who are not on Twitch, if you'd like to do this reading at suspicious username, I will read them aloud. Suspicious username. The question is, I applied for a job as a behavioral health associate, and I'm enrolled in nursing. I hope it all goes well. What are the vibes around this? Ace of Cups. It's a good path. It's a good thing, and it is likely to go extraordinarily well. Let's see what everyone else has to say. You did an interview and they accepted you for CNA and you're scared. No reason to be scared. You've got this. You have got this without question. All right. All right. Very good. And people are doing readings. So nice to see. Very good. Okay. Up next, we have Wendy Robeson. What does November have in store for me? All right, if you'd like to do this reading at Wendy, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, what does November have in store for Wendy Robeson? Page of Wands, a lot of opportunity for you to use your creativity, your spirituality, and your voice. A lot of opportunities for communication and learning. Oh, Melissa Grosso, you're using Light Sears mini version in the tin. I have that because Peggy Lou sent it to me. Okay. And over on Twitch, Horse-Drawn Portrait. What should I appreciate about my potential right now? Or more like, where does it lay? Where does my potential lay? If you'd like to do this reading at Horse-Drawn Portrait, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Horse-Drawn Portrait. I feel like I'm going to answer a different question, because I'm not going to talk about where your potential is. We're going to talk about what you need to do to see it yourself. And that is, you need more self-love. You need to really, really, really love yourself. And then you will know exactly what your potential is. And if anyone else does this reading, I will read it aloud so you can hear it. Oh, suspicious username. Can't wait to help the community. Feels like a dream come true. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And if I have rough days, I'll think of the reads. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Who is up next? Caroline McLaughlin. You're on the train to Sydney for your daughter's book launch tomorrow. Well, congratulations. Let us know if you have a question. But congratulations, that's huge. TJ and GA is using Everyday Witch Tarot, such a great deck. And your burning question, what shifts or changes does this month have in store for me, and how can I best prepare? If you would like to do this reading for TJ and GA, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Oh, Horse-Drawn Portrait, I did it too, so you can scroll back anytime. I got there. Okay. TJ. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I think there's shifts in family stuff. I think there may also be financial shifts and shifts in what you're doing. Shifts in what you're doing. And for Horse-Drawn Portrait, Astro Ascension has the 10 of Wands reversed. Stop letting your potential to be burdensome to you. You are resilient and will endure. Beautiful. All right. Terry Rosario, good to see you. Mediha Ness, good to see you. Your question is up next. Okay. How will work go in the next months? If you'd like to do this reading at Mediha Ness, or you could just say at Ness, N-E-S, and she'll get it. At Mediha Ness, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. How will work go in the next months? Knight of Cups reversed. You're not the first one to get this today. You're not going to love it. It'll go, but you're not going to like it. There it is. There it is, right. Hey, Soulfire Angel, good to see you over on Twitch. Certainly, here we go. And if anyone else wants to do this, at Soulfire Angel, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. 6 of Wands, Soulfire Angel. Whatever you're doing, you are winning. You are winning. You are doing what you need to do, and you are winning. That's the important thing to know right now. All right. Going through, just looking through. And everyone check me. If you see me skipping someone, please let me know. But I believe that Barbie Bird is the next question. Thanks for being here, Barbie. We appreciate you. And thanks for being a member. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, before I do you, Barbie Bird, Soulfire Angel. I thought it might have been you. Hang out. In about 10 minutes, I will let you see the cards. I will let you see the cards. So if you can stay for about 10 minutes, I will share the cards with you. Okay. Now, we are doing Barbie Bird. If you would like to do this reading at Barbie Bird, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. Are my finances likely to improve in 2026? They won't get worse, Barbie. It won't get worse. 10 of Wands, I mean, it's going to take a lot. No matter what, it's going to take a lot. But you'll get there and you'll be okay. And if you'd like to do this reading at Barbie Bird, the name of the card you got, your interpretation, and Barbie, once again, thanks for being a member. All right, Melissa Grosso, so good to see you. Glad you're here. Glad you're doing readings. Thank you for being a member. Would love to know what I should focus on for the rest of the time I'm furloughed. I've been doing a mix of things and currently giving my brain and nervous system a rest. Always a good thing. Okay, if you'd like to do this reading at Melissa Grosso, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. King of Pentacles, focus on finding a job. There we go. There we go. And again, at Melissa, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Next question is Terry Rosario. So good to see you. Thank you for being a member. What can I do to improve my finances? I'm going to say, do not worry and stay on the course you're on, because the course you're on will create multiple income streams. And again, if you'd like to do this reading at Terry, T-E-R-I, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay. Okay, Caroline McLaughlin, here we go. Just a general. What do we see? If you'd like to do this reading at Caroline, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Page of Cups. Caroline, right now it's all about love. And since your daughter is launching a book and like books have pages, like I love that. But this is you going to support and give love to your daughter, and that's really all that matters right now. It's all about love. You'd like to do this reading at Caroline, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. All right. Peggy Lou Levens, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. If you'd like to do this reading at Peggy Lou, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, what should I focus on? Figuring out what is really true for you. Figuring out what is really true. That's the bottom line. There are lots of people talking. Who's talking the truth? That's what you need to figure out. Okay, and again, at Peggy Lou, the name of the card and your interpretation. Okay. And just saying hi to Graciela Garcia, good to see you. And Martha Vink, good to see you. Thanks both of you for being members. Jen Schultz, good to see you. Thank you for being a member. Graciela, can I get a reading from the universe? Absolutely. If you'd like to do this reading at Graciela, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay, 8 of Wands reversed. Graciela, there are ways that you're going to feel stuck. It's important to do energy work. If you're a Reiki person or go to the beach or whatever, do energy work, change energy so the energy can flow better, because right now it feels kind of stuck. All right. Jen Schultz. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. You're up next. My question, what was the message from the dream I had with my dad? And if you'd like to do this reading at Jen, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The message is one of love and happiness. It is support. It is loving. Like there's nothing here other than good feelings. Nothing you need to do or not do. Just love, support, and he wants you to gather your friends around you and enjoy your friends. All right. And again, if you'd like to do that reading, at Jen, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. And thank you, everyone doing readings. Really appreciate you. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling through, looking for the next question. Okay, hang on, looking through. Okay, here we go. This is for AM. What can I do to contribute to the best outcomes in November? If you'd like to do this reading at AM, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. AM. I'm going to say be tenacious, not stubborn, and keep doing what you know you need to do. Just stay the course. That's what's necessary. Martha Vink is up next. Martha, thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Sometimes my dog, Gracia, seems to wheeze when breathing. She's 14 years old. I'm overly anxious about her health. Is a vet visit in order? All right. So we're looking at the dog, Gracia. If you'd like to do this reading, at Martha, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Sun. So there's two things here. One is really suggesting that, you know, we want to bring any issues to light, so you might as well take the dog to the vet, but the vet is probably okay. Scorpio, I am so sorry, over on Twitch. Oh gosh, yes, so very long, but I see you, Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio too. Happy birthday. Thank you for being here, Scorpio, on Twitch. Did you want a reading? I'm going to go ahead and, oh, you're there. Do you have a question? Do you want a general card? Do you have a question? Let me know. Happy to do it. Okay. General, you got it. And if anyone else wants to do this reading, Scorpio on Twitch. So at Scorpio, the name of the card you got, your interpretation, I'll read it aloud for Scorpio. Just a general, what does Scorpio need to know? It is all about keeping on right now, Scorpio. Two of Pentacles. It's not exciting, it's probably not fun, and it doesn't even feel that hopeful. But if you keep on keeping on and keep on doing what you're doing, you will be fine. You will be fine, and keeping on will actually give you some traction ultimately. All right, and thanks for your patience. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Just scrolling through. And at this moment, I am opening the floor for any questions about tarot, divination. There's already been some conversation about the Knight of Swords. And maybe we want to talk about that card or any other card. We can talk about cards, spreads, anything you want to know regarding tarot divination. We can do that. Now, for Scorpio over on Twitch, Wendy Robeson has read for you. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You have new ideas that need time to grow. Use this time to heal and grow your dream. And Scorpion, thank you for subscribing. Most appreciated. Oh my goodness gracious. Being in the field, sorry you're having connectivity issues, but glad you had a chance to be here. And also for Scorpio, from Melissa, we got justice, balance, fairness. Interesting that the Two of Pentacles was also pulled, which has that similar image to justice, also balance. Got it, got it. And Beat of the Fields also read for Scorpio. I got the Seven of Pentacles, so that just reiterated what Christiana just said. Got it. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. And Scorpion, thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. All right. And Scorpio says, thank you everyone at YouTube for the readings. Yay, so fun. So fun. All right. And again, let's see. Again, we're still doing readings, but the floor is open for other questions about tarot and divination. We're going to read for Trey Cameron right now. If you would like to do this reading at Trey, the name of the cards you got and your interpretation, a message from the universe. Okay. Trey. Eight of Cups reversed. Do not give up on the things that matter to you. There it is. If you'd like to do this reading at Trey, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay. Okay, so we're having a conversation. Oh, this is a good one. There is a conversation about the Knight of Swords and its difference in the Crowley deck versus the Waite tradition. And that's going to be a huge difference because, well, depending on whether you're looking at the Knight as the Prince or the King, right? So I'll go back and look at that. Oh, Naturel, good to see you. I'll just do you real quick. Okay, Soulfire Angel, you are still here. Good, because I'm about to get that deck out. Okay, Naturel. Oh, you have it. Okay, just be careful driving, Soulfire Angel. Be careful, be careful. Okay, so Naturel, we're just about to close up readings for the night. So I'm just going to do a card for you real quick, which is the Ten of Pentacles. This is good for real estate. It tells you that your ancestors are watching over you. It's good for love. It's good for home and family and for money. So very positive in a lot of ways. All right. So Peggy Lou, I see your question. I see your question and we will absolutely go there. But first, I have promised to share this deck. So we're about to do just a little walkthrough into this very interesting deck. Back on Sunday, when we did the Tarot Topics recap, somehow we got into a conversation about starseed. And I mentioned, like, my history with starseed is I used to think it was like a ridiculous construct. And then I was asked to review this deck. And I said, respectfully, I'm not the person to do this. And the agent came back and said, what if we gave you an interview with Patricia Corey, the designer? Would you feel more comfortable? I'm like, yeah, I'll do the interview. I absolutely will. And we'll see what happens. So I had the interview with her. And she sold me completely. She sold me completely on the concept. So the concept is starseeds are human, born to human parents, but somehow their lineage is not of human ancestry. They are starseed. How did that happen? We do not know. This is the Syrian starseed tarot. There are Pleiadians, there are Syrians. And it's an interesting thing. So let's take a look at the deck. This tarot deck was created, I haven't looked at this in so many years, was specifically and see, right away, now see, I liked her, but her first sentence drives me nuts. No one knows for certain when the tarot first appeared in history. Ridiculous, 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 not true. We do know. There's no historical evidence for anything other than Italy around 1390. But anyway, I digress. She created this deck with the idea of not only honoring starseeds, but for starseeds to be able to do readings with this deck. You don't see me using this deck here because it's very, very different from a regular tarot deck. We do love that it's honking huge. Like, look how big it is. As compared to, do I have a normal tarot deck here? I do. Here's my unicorn deck. So as compared to the standard tarot size, this thing is huge. And I'm just going to flip through it a bit. Oh, I can see that the last time I shuffled it, I screwed it up. Okay. So it's a beautiful deck, right? Changed a lot of names. Cards are definitely high quality. I don't know if this is still in print. Oh, Astro Ascension, same size as the Black Moon Oracle. So like this is obviously the Hermit. It's called Reflection. This is actually a really beautiful deck. Here's your Two of Pentacles is the Two of Orbs, right? So what do you think? Do you like it? The Great Wheel, the Wheel of Fortune. Divine Justice is Justice. The Hanging Man is the Hanged Man. Transition is Death. What do you think? Wendy likes it, but too large for me. Yeah, it's a lot to handle in a lot of ways. But I think for someone who identifies as starseed, this would be an amazing deck to work with. Now, what if you identify as like, if you're Pleiadian versus Syrian, could you still work with this? I don't know. You tell me. I want to say Soulfire Angel, you identify as Pleiadian, I think. Would you work with this? There's the question. All right. Yeah, Terry, cards are too large. Images are beautiful, though. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now we've got a question to put a wrinkle in your forehead. Everybody, Astro Ascension, I'm sticking to Celestial. Serviceman 1, not my cup of tea, but nice images. I use a large Crowley, similar style. So there's a few Crowley readers here today. Let me ask you, how do you pronounce that? Is it Thoth, Toth, Toth, Tahode? I've heard it all. How do you pronounce it? That's why I call it the Crowley deck, because I don't think we have consensus on how the deck is pronounced. So, RSDS, thank you for showing the deck. It's beautiful. Starseed seems like an interesting theory. Yeah, it is. It is. And I'll tell you what I don't like about it. Oh, Soulfire. Heck yes, I will give it a try. Okay, Serviceman 1. So are you saying Thoth? You say Thoth? And th like theta. Thoth. Okay. Yeah, I've heard it so many ways, and I think the most correct way would be Tahote. Or Tahode. That's what my Egyptologist friends say. Interesting question, right? Okay, so I'll tell you what my issue, and this is not a reflection on you, Soulfire Angel, at all. But I've met people who claim to be starseeds, and I swear the only reason, like they don't have any of the markers, they're not called to it. The only reason they're doing it, because it makes them feel special, like I'm much better than y'all. I didn't come from this planet, right? And it was not until I met someone who was a real starseed that it felt really real to me. So there it is. I've heard starseed people claim that everyone is starseed, which to me makes no sense. This is Earth after all, right? Okay. Serviceman 1, I'm not sure what you just said there. Right, it's not about responding from ego. Exactly. Okay, everyone, we got a problem. Peggy Lou Levens has brought something forth, and this is exactly what this group is about. Here's the problem. We have a 51-year-old female. She's had pancreatic cancer. She has a 10-year-old and just got out of a violent relationship. Any ideas on questions to ask the cards? So what does she want to know? And to be honest, and the floor is open, like this is obviously a person, this is obviously a person who has a lot going on. So, you know, when you're reading for someone who has a cancer history, who has a young child dealing with violence, like, how do you approach that to make sure that you're going to do more help than harm? My advice is don't ask the cards anything. Just ask the cards, what does she want and what does she need to know, and do a large spread and take it from there. Right. I was wondering if that's where you were going, Serviceman 1. You wrote Thelma, like the girl's name, and I was wondering if you were talking about, is it pronounced Thelemite? Is that how you pronounce it? I always called it Thelema, but I don't know if that's the right way to say it. But I saw you say Thelma, and I thought you might be talking about that, or you might be talking about a person named Thelma. So I didn't know what to do with that. Okay. Oh, what would bring me, doing what would bring me the most happiness? That's a good question for anyone at any time, RSDSS. Okay. Yeah, Thelema. Yeah. Is that how you say it? Someone give me, like, I don't even talk about this stuff because it's very Reddit not said it for me. I'm a weight reader. I don't talk to a lot of Crowley people, so I just don't know. So if someone wants to give me phonetics on any of this, I'd be super happy. Of course, these days I could get Google to do that for me, and maybe I will. Oh yeah, Lon Duquette. Yeah. He's yeah, he is certainly an expert. Certainly an expert, yes. So this is one. Trey Cameron. I watched this documentary and a tarot reader was saying that the tower reversed is worse than upright, right? Heard another saying this about the devil reversed. What do you think of this? It's not how I learned. It's not how I handle reversals. Like a reversal, the only time a reversal for me makes something worse is if the card itself, upright, is a more positive card. Then the reversal might delay it or make it worse. But I would not say, I do not like that. And honestly, when it comes to reversals, I do not like, and this is a good one. So everyone shot in. Lord Samosa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. And anyone else who joined us, like after the half hour mark, after the bottom of the hour, we're finished with our reading section. And now we are doing, tarot studies. So if there's anything you want to know about tarot itself, we are here to help you. And thank you so much for being here. All right. Right. And Wendy, to me, the reverse tower is less bad. Upright is more powerful. Right. So here's the thing I'm going to say across the board. And I'd love everyone. I'd love everyone to ring in on how they deal with reversals with the understanding there are no tarot police. There is no right or wrong way to do anything. And going back to Crowley, if you're working with the Crowley deck specifically, Crowley did not use reversals. He used elemental dignities. And so if you're using a Crowley deck, the most traditional thing to do is to not use reversals, but indeed to use elemental dignities. And Nina over on Twitch, good to see you. I only read certain decks with reversals, and that makes sense, right? Because of exactly that. If it's Crowley or Crowley tradition, you're going to use elemental dignities, and that's all you're going to use. Right, Trey, same thing. With your Crowley deck, you're not using reversals either. Thanks for the follow, Nina. Really appreciate that. And Terry agrees, tower upright harder than reversed. So, right, so elemental dignities. Okay, Lord Zamosa, thanks for staying and participating. I really appreciate you. It might be a weird take, but I think reversal depends too much on how you shuffle. It does. Like if you shuffle some cards upside down on purpose, guess what? You're going to get reversals. Yes, that's very true. And that's exactly what I do because I love, love, love me some reversals. So I want those reversals to come in. I want that opportunity. So any card that wants to be reversed for this reading can be reversed. And here's how I ensure that. To your point, Lord Zamosa, let me see if I can do this. It's like putting your hair up. If you think about it, you can't do it, but let me try. Okay, I'm going to shuffle, break, jog, and then with this hand, I do a 180 with these cards so that all of these are now upside down to where they were before, right? And then I'm going to do it again. I can't do it when I'm looking at it. Hang on. I have to stop looking at the camera. I did that time. Okay, so there's a twist. Somewhere in there, there's a twist. And that's the way it is. So Trey, the video you watched, the reader was saying the tower reversed was endless chaos. So here's the thing, and I will die on this hill. There are no tarot police. But I fully believe that if you are a person who honors reversals, you're making a mistake if you make the reversals always be something. Like if the reversals are always a block, are always internal, are always the opposite, are always worse. However, if you've been handling reversals with an always, this is how I deal with my reversals, I think you're missing something because the reversals can be anything. And I think if you're open to let it be what it is in the moment based on context, you're so much more open. So what can a reversal be? And in fact, I'm scheduling a full hour-long reversals class for December because we haven't talked about this a long time. A reversal can be in the past or in the future. It can be delayed. It can be forced. It can be resisted. It can be an opposite. It can be a lessening of something. And you can look at the picture, what's happening in the picture when you turn it upside down. That matters too. Okay, let me read some comments. Oh, Lord Zamosa, I do like this perspective. Reverse can be internal, not outward. Yeah, there are people who say reversed or internal, upright or external, and any fast rule like that. Same thing with majors versus minors. If you say majors are the things you cannot change, minors are the things you can, I mean, you can do that, but you're limiting yourself when you do. Like anytime you have an always in tarot, I think you're limiting yourself. Yes, Nina, I avoid anything that is an absolute. Damn straight, yes. Yes, people do tend to force too many rules and expectations on tarot. Thank you, Lord Zamosa. Oh, there's a bunch going on here. Okay, we're talking about cleansing a deck. I'm working backwards for a minute. Revival of Venus, so good to see you. I agree. Reversals can warn you, may delay something if you don't take care of it. Right. Serviceman 1, tower reverse could be an illusion. Right, and a reversal could be like a planet going retrograde. That makes sense. Okay, GM Marcus, here we go. Have you ever experienced purchasing a deck from a shop or receiving a previously owned deck or other such item that gave you a negative feeling? Hang on one second. Call me Yo Daddy. How are you doing? Glad you're here. Okay. Hang on. We're talking so fast. I lost it. Sorry if I'm missing anyone. So we're talking about cleansing a deck, whether it's a deck. Call me your daddy. Thanks so much for being here. This is our tarot study segment, so we're not doing readings right now, but please come back again. Oh, Lord Samosa. No, not off topic at all. That's what we're doing here. The moon card. Yes, I'm going to save us some time for the moon. Yes. So we have 2 more topics to get through. Deck cleansing and the moon. Okay, so when to cleanse your deck? Anytime you might need to. How to cleanse your deck? You can put it on the windowsill inside in the light of the full moon. You can put the cards in numerical order. Sort your deck. That cleanses it. And it's a full moon tonight too, funny enough. But I said on the inside because I once told a class full of students to put their tarot cards on their windowsill in the full moon, received an angry phone call the next day from a student whose cards had blown away. I had forgotten to say on the inside of your house. Thought it was obvious, folks. Anyway, right. To smoke them in some way, whether you're using sage, Palo Santo, incense. And I'll tell you the way I like to do that is you have the smoke coming up, and I like to take each card and split the smoke with it. Each card. And make sure that the smoke touches all 4 sides of each card. It takes a long time to do that, but I will do that. Trey says, I still haven't gotten a good explanation about that one. Which one is that? Serviceman 1, I never get a negative feeling from a used or new deck. My tarot is inside me. I place new cards with older decks to absorb my energies. I love that. Oh, GM Marcus, sorting. That makes sense to me. The sorting of the deck resets the energy. You know, the other thing too, you notice I will always do that when I shuffle. That does it too. Ah, the bit above. Okay. Well, which bit above was that? Oh, the negative deck. Got it. Sounds ridiculous. Thank you, Trey. Sounds ridiculous, but I did buy a radiant weight deck and I tried cleansing it, doing the 9 yards. I felt it hated me shortly after the Fool card snapped in half. That's hilarious. Revival of Venus. I run them through incense or pass each card on a candle flame. Just be careful you don't burn your cards. Yeah, clear quartz, selenite wand. Oh my gosh, all of that. So Trey, a good explanation about that one, you're psychic. For whatever reason, that deck was not for you. There it is. Got it. Now, Wendy, I used to sleep with my decks to connect with them. Yeah, put your deck under your pillow, but don't do it until it's cleansed. Put your cleansed deck under your pillow at night and it will come into your dreams and you will bond with it and it will be a beautiful thing indeed. Okay, I'm looking for the moon card. Thank you for some really great questions and conversation today. And thank you for some great readings. To the people we didn't get to for readings, I am so sorry, but you know we'll be back. All right, friends, it's the moon. We could spend a whole hour talking about this card. In the olden days, this was a warning. Hidden enemies. Someone's going to do bad magic on you. My theory is it's because of misogyny. because the moon is always feminine and always the sign of witchcraft. That back in the olden days, people were afraid of witches. A witch has put a spell on you, so it was a warning. Now, what's really going on here? We know this card is in the third septenary, which is the card of spiritual enlightenment. So what do we see here on the path to spiritual enlightenment? We see that the path to spiritual enlightenment is fraught with danger. Things in the light of the moon look very different than they do in the daytime. And so we must be very careful of the dangers around us. We're on the path to something, but we must be careful of the dangers. So in a reading, all is not as it seems. Look deeply, look beneath, use magic, use your intuition. Be careful of hidden enemies. All of those things are within the moon. What else do you see? Use lunar magic to manifest. Good one. I love that. I love that. Right. The moon can be lies. It can be illusion. Because, again, all is not as it seems. Things in the moonlight do not look the same as they do in the light of day. And so we want to be careful. Right, Lord Samosa, it can be emotion because it's watery. Astro Ascension sees shadow work, secrets, and the subconscious. Absolutely. Now, in the Venn diagram there, we also see the devil for shadow work. We also see the high priestess for subconscious. Trey, people act crazy during the full moon. Yeah, lunacy. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Astro Ascension says it's Pisces energy. Lord Zamosa, the high priestess card is governed by the planet moon, which is why some of the traits of both cards overlap here. Well done. Well done, yes. And the thought of the full moon causing craziness, Jen says, as a nurse, I concur. All right. We are in our last 2 minutes. So it is time to drop your shameless self-promotion. Do you have a blog post that you want people to read? A channel that you want people to follow? An Insta page you want people to follow? Do you have a website you want people to see? Go ahead and drop your shameless self-promotion in the chat wherever you are. Oh, interesting. Revival of Venus, timing unclear, new moon, full moon, 9-month cycle, nighttime, related to women's issues and reproductive health. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Okay, so. Oh, Wendy, thanks for dropping my link. And Terry's like, no, I don't want to leave. This was too much fun. Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate everyone joining us. Really appreciate all of you. So my shameless self-promotion right in the description. You can book with me. You can become a member of my YouTube channel. You can subscribe on Twitch. I appreciate all of you so very much. My nose is itchy. For the members, I do want to let the members know I did put some Halloween pictures up in the posts. And for everybody on YouTube and anyone who wants to come over to YouTube, you don't even have to subscribe. Your monthly Taroscopes are up. Go ahead and get them. They're also up on TikTok as of today. So grab your Taroscopes. Oh, Serviceman 1, loved the live. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. What a great contribution you made here today. Really appreciate you. Oh, Wendy, the twins were adorable. Oh, my gosh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Christina, the moon facing your fears. Oh, my gosh. So, Global Tarot Circle, it happens once a month. Please join us next month, but please join us back here wherever you happen to be for lots of other fun things. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you to the members, the moderators, the subscribers, the new followers, everybody. You are so appreciated. Thank you for being part of our digital village, and thank you for being a part of Global Tarot Circle. We'll see you soon.